We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Atlanta Braves and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs are riding an 8-game win streak. They'll try to run it to 9 next. Trevor Bauer gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Pride and joy of the UCLA Bruins, former #1 draft pick with the Arizona Diamondbacks. This guy has really found himself good fastball, and he's one of these guys that he's into the new metrics. He likes to see that spin rate and that carry on the four-seam fastball. Good fastball, 95 to 97. His curveball, though, might be his out pitch. It's a 12-6 straight down curveball, one of the top pitchers in the league right now.
Joshua York is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they have certainly had it going lately. Winners of 8 in a row.
I'm super excited, Matty, to watch this team play today because it's rare. You don't see many teams rattle off 8 wins in a row like they have. It's all working for them right now, and I'm super excited to watch them take the field today.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is gone to start the evening.
Batting second.
At the plate, Omar Rodriguez comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Here it comes. Rodriguez is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this, but man, does he come to work every day and play hard.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Dero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not saying complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
To the plate now, Barry Bonds, as with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1. Looking to at least put the ball in play here this inning. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Strike 2 on the curveball, 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Juan Villafuerte will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
Settling in now, Nicholas Horner. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Nicholas Horner.
The pitch. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Fouled off. The 1-2. Hit in the air down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
Talk about starting off the inning with the bang. Goodness. When this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here, and I think he might have too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. No balls and 1 strike. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. The 0-1 delivery. Horner leads off second with nobody out. And another foul ball.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put away stuff.
Another 0-2 coming. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Into right field. That's a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Hey, not a great start for the pitcher right here. Started off with a double, now add in a single, and one of your middle of the order bats is coming to the dish. Man, I don't think this was the start he was imagining warming up in the bullpen.
In now, J.C. Embry, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The average is at .308 entering play. 10 home runs and 29 driven in. And it's 1-1. The 1-1. Runners are at first and third with none out. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
The 2-2.
Definitely in a tough situation facing the 3-hitter. You could work around him and maybe walk him to load the bases, but that just sets up the cleanup guy with the bases loaded.
Popped him up. Ramirez has a play. 1 out.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Ryan.
Into the box now, Ryan Buckner. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. He's set and the pitch. Strike taken. Good bender on the outside there.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he wants to get that curveball down or he's going to get hurt.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. One and one, the count to the Cubs first baseman.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Line drive to left. And the Cubs are going to strike first here. It's a base hit, and they have taken a 1-0 lead.
Wow, you rarely see this guy give up more than a hit an inning, and he's already given up 3 here. It's too early to be concerned, but you do have to keep an eye on him moving forward. He's a pro, though, so he's capable of turning things around in a hurry.
Stepping in now, Sammy Sosa. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Sosa has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Runners are at first and second with one away. And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball one.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music, up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Heading out towards shallow right. Stanley will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Suzuki.
Striding into the box, Sito Suzuki. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The 2-0 pitch. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 2 for him on the year. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb at the bottom of the first.
And that'll bring in the veteran Ben Zobrist as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
1-1 the count now. Here it comes.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
The bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 4-0 Chicago. Leading off the inning, Doug Taylor, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Stepping up to the plate, Christopher Stanley. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And now a pitch on the way. And he fouls this one off. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
1 out, nobody on. And he's behind now as he missed badly on that swing. 1-2.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Now here's the pitch.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Eric.
Coming to the plate now, Eric Drysdale. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Now a throw over, and the runner will get back standing. From the stretch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
A ball and a strike.
Oh, he's got that beautiful 12-6 curveball, doesn't he? It's part of what makes him as good as he is, and he has a lot of confidence in it. He'll even throw it behind the count at times.
The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
At the plate now, Jose Ramirez. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Batting average down in the low 210s. 6 home runs and 15 RBIs. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Batting eighth, the third baseman,
At the plate, Sean Ornelas. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Two men are on with 2 men out. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
The 2-1 doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Juan Villafuerte, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the belt, the pitch. They'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. 1-2 now to the Braves pitcher.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Hit softly down the line at first. Scooped up, and he'll take it to the bag himself, and a great job of pitching out of the bases loaded situation as the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Last half of the second set to go, and now it'll be the catcher, Jimmy Grimes.
Jimmy Grimes.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And he popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Hey, the offense did their homework coming into this one. There's another leadoff knock in a second. That makes 5 hits already for these guys.
Standing in now, Trevor Bauer, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. That misses, 1-2.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Into the box now, Nicholas Horner, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Second shot now. He doubled to start out the home first. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Runner at first here, one man out. To 1-2 now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos now. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. From the belt, kicks and deals. Castellanos, a native Floridian. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder is on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. One left for the Cubs, but they're in front 4-0.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field, home of the Cubs, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down to the balls. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And the pitch. Joshua York will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. Line drive to center field. Suzuki is right there, one down. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central.
Rodriguez.
Now at the plate, Omar Rodriguez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Number 25, Terry Ross.
So coming to the plate, Barry Bonds. First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
Not close. It's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
In the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
3 balls and a strike to the Braves left fielder.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare, almost unhittable. Nasty downward action, high 80s velocity.
The 3-1. Popped him up. Grimes over to his left. And that ends the inning. Down in order go the Braves. They trail here 4-0. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now to the plate, J.C. Embry, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
The second baseman, J.C. Embry.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
The 1-1. Bounce to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The first baseman, number 22, Ryan Buckner.
Ready for another chance. Ryan Buckner, he singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Looped over toward first. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
And that finds its way through for a base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Into the box, Sito Suzuki, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. The 0-1 pitch. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
Up next to the Cubs, the third baseman.
Here's Ben Zobrist now.
Zobrist.
First offering on its way. And that misses for ball 1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Here's a looping fly ball out to right, and this ought to plate a couple as this ball's down for extra bases. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 6-0 ball game. And he is in at third with a 2-run triple.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
On his way out to the mound now is the Atlanta skipper, And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Chris Gallegos is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Chris Gallegos.
So now to the plate, Jimmy Grimes pulled high in the air out to right field. Right fielder giving chase. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Striding in, Doug Taylor. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, man, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Now the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Two balls and a strike.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
To 2-2 now.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
High drive deep down the left field line. A ball that's carrying. And he makes the catch in the corner.
Now batting.
All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. To the plate now, Christopher Stanley, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 9 homers and 23 driven in. The windup and the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit weakly back to the mound. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, the catcher, Eric Drysdale.
Digging in, Eric Drysdale. And now a pitch on the way. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
Down 0-2. Maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Grimes recovers, and that ends the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They still find themselves down 6-0. ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next will be the pitcher, Trevor Bauer.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Stepping in now, Nicholas Corner, as he'll take a look at ball one. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Two and 0 now. Nobody out, runner on first. Too high, and it's 3 and 0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
From the belt, the pitch. That one's in there, 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Popped him up. Ramirez is under it. 1 down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Nick.
Ready once again, number 12. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Runners on first with 1 down. Count is even, 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. Here's the 1-1. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, J.C. Embry.
The next Cub up, J.C. Embry. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 6 runs, 9 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. He's set. Here's the 2-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. They lead it 6-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Braves to discuss his thoughts on Atlanta's lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading off for the Braves.
New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Jose Ramirez.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses. Three and 0 now.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
And now a pitch on the way. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
In now, Sean Ornelas. He drew a walk his first time up. From the belt, the pitch. In there, strike 1.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works too.
At the plate now, Chris Gallegos. First at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. The 0-1 pitch. Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting, shortstop, Joshua York.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Joshua York. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First offering on its way. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. 2 out here and a runner at second. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. And that's on the outside corner. 1-2.
1-2.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. Embry is there, and the side is retired. So put another 0 on the board as they've been held scoreless through 5. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 6 and the Braves nothing. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and here comes the first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
First baseman, Ryan Buckner.
And now a pitch on the way.
Ball 1. Count 1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Now here's the pitch. Fouled away. The 1-2 pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Little chopper down the first baseline. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. The Braves are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs. That's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
Here it comes. Sammy Sosa comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. One out, nobody on. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Easy there, big fella. 2-2. And the fastball misses high and away there. It's full 3-2.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
At the plate, Sito Suzuki, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. Two out, nobody on. Can't catch the corner away with the fastball. It's 2-1. Here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
And the count will be full. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Line towards center field. Rodriguez is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Cubs are down in order, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. So striding forward now, Omar Rodriguez will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
First pitch on its way. High in the air down the right field line. And foul.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Now a splitter, and he lays off a ball and a strike. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and now it'll kick around in the corner.
Yeah, Matt, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first, so as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
Into the box, Barry Bonds, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning. Maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first, and they get them both.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper, 2-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Doug Taylor. Now the pitch. 0-1 the count. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the 3rd hit. He's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
Standing in now, Christopher Stanley, as he rips it on the ground to second, and that's through for a hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
To the plate now, Eric Drysdale, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 0-1. Called strike 0-2.
Hey, we have to commend them right here. 1 out away from grinding through 6 strong innings against one of the better lineups in the game.
Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
The Braves have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a big time for that.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 2 left for Atlanta. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Ben Zobrist, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Popped up. Ornelas in foul ground, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the catcher, Jimmy Grimes.
Striding in once again, Jimmy Grimes. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. All even now, 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Up next to the Cubs, the pitcher, Trevor Bauer.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Trevor Bauer, getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 6-0. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in as the switch-hitting second baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now the 3-2 pitch. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently 3rd best. Now in the box, Sean Ornelas. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home. Misses for the second ball.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty. One man out. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Left fielder coming on. He can't get to it. This one's down. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts.
Robert Fitzgerald.
Too low, 1-0. He's ready now. The pitch. Ball 2. Now the 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Runner at first here, one man out. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Joshua York is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. 2 out with the man at first. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Fouled off. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 left for Atlanta. They still find themselves down 6-0. Anthony Sparks comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Digging in, Nicholas Horner.
Leading off for the Cubs, the shortstop, Nicholas.
Here's the first pitch to him. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Sparks has made a name for himself as a very effective reliever in his career, but he really doesn't fit the bill as a prototypical bullpen arm. So many guys bringing huge strikeout numbers these days. He isn't one of them.
No, he's not, Matty V, but what he does do, he does a great job of missing barrels of the bats. He changes speeds, moves the ball in, out, up, and down. Not overpowering, but he knows how to pitch.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Into the box, number 12. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope. Ball 1, no.
1 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
No, back off the plate. Ball 2.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Rodriguez is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, J.C. Embry.
Now at the plate, J.C. Embry, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Now the 0-1. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Off the LED board and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 11 for him on the season as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, this guy's been unhittable all year, but eventually you knew somebody would get to him. That's the first home run he's given up all year. But like all good relievers, he has to have a short memory and put it behind him.
Now back.
In now, Ryan Buckner, and he puts it on the ground to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Cubs 7 and the Braves nothing. Little has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 43, Luke Little.
Ready to begin the 8th, and digging in is the outfielder, Omar Rodriguez.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Advantage count 2-0 to the Braves center fielder. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. And he fouls this one off. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Barry Bonds will be next. The 3-2 pitch. Turned on down the line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The payoff pitch one more time. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
The left fielder, number 25, Barry.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Barry Bonds. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit in the air out to center field. Suzuki will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Up next for Atlanta, the first baseman, Doug Taylor.
Digging in to try it again, Doug Taylor. Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Here comes the 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. And that'll hit off the ivy out there. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Into the box now, Christopher Stanley, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now the 1-0.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Now the 2-1. On a line to shortstop.
The catcher, number 39, Eric Drysdale.
Stepping up now, Eric Drysdale. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Second and third, 2 away. Two balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Ready with another 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. 2 left for Atlanta. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Sammy Sosa.
First
pitch of the at-bat on its way. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. High in the air down the right field line. Stanley is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 24, Suzuki.
So stepping in, Suzuki. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Bonds has to range back a ways, but he makes the catch in front of the ivy for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ben Zobrist. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he takes a called strike 1.
Count 1-1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Fouled away. Here's another 2-2. On a line, that's a base hit.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
So now to the plate, Jimmy Grimes, as he rips it on the ground to second. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Ready now, Jose Ramirez, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Now here's the pitch.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was great all night long.
Hey, Matty V, this guy had it going in this one. You look down at the bottom of that scroll. 10 strikeouts. He had that swing and miss stuff from the beginning all the way to the end in this one.
At the plate now, Sean Ornelas, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Nope, up that.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Joe Gutierrez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Joe Gutierrez.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Sosa is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the shortstop, Joshua.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Joshua York. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. A runner on first with 2 away. Bob tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
Final strike for the Braves. Now a cutter down around his shoe tops as he hops out of the way.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
1 strike from a shutout. Here it comes.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them. And that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area. And I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Ronnie Wickert will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Jesse Padilla is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 3, Jesse Padilla.
At the plate, Omar Rodriguez. First pitch of the at-bat. Two men are on with two men out. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Looking to keep the shutout in check. Here it comes. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Two down, runners at first and second. Hard ground ball to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Man, they're making it look awful easy out there. That's 9 wins in a row. That's right, 9 wins in a row. And by the way they're playing, I see no reason why this streak is going to end anytime soon. They're just playing great baseball.
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. The Chicago Cubs put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Trevor Bauer with his 4th win this season as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Juan Villafuerte permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.